Well, it's a late start today. Had things I meant to do, but I also got caught up trying to farm some irregular tones on my other character. Hey, but getting 14 right now is awesome. Alrighty. Let's begin from the top. So, the plan isn't to go for too long today. At most, I think I'm gonna go 2 hours. I'm gonna get to Raktika, trying to get to the dungeon. That again is all called try, depending on how long I take. I'm gonna do all the blue quests in the forest. So I like flying. So I should also change back to my Dark Knight. Should just change my title. To the ocular.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs. And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes.
It's
Difficult
cold.
decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
Colonel, maybe, perhaps. But it, deny
He
everything.
simply meant to lead us astray. He could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amareng, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Amareng in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
Oh, Murray.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia.
Lucia.
Connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
I think my voice is a bit loud this time.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
Witch of the
fear I may
Wilds.
explain that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me. You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
It would be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
Smash! Dun, 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 dun.
What's that?
It's an invitation.
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
Crystal Crystal Oxark is going to
And? Did
smash.
he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
Smash.
I should
Super
be
smash.
surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
confess a great deal of my time in Colusia was spent befriending people. But that is not to say I gave no thought to our primary goal. Once I have escorted the Exarch to Ilmore, you can be certain I will do all I can to discern the whereabouts of any Light Warden that may hide in Colusia.
I should be glad to appraise thee of Y'shtola's recent endeavors during our journey to Raktika.
There are so many ruins scattered throughout Almoreng. I'm honestly not sure where to start. So at last I can finally meet Y'shtola. Thancred has told me so much about her.
Infilia and I are no strangers to Raktika, but this is perhaps the first time we've bothered entering through the proverbial front door. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church, at Fort Jacob. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet, within the hall there appears a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerable proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey to Fort Jacob, that we might secure this relic.
Anything new? Safe travels, Gudrak. I pray the tablet is and its contents prove of interest to Y'shtola.
To Job!
To Job! I do not doubt this place may weather another assault. I do not doubt this place may weather another assault by the Senators. But they cannot hope to hold it should the Reborn soldiers return. Even with their limited in numbers, the gods can use the territory to their advantage. Perhaps I can convince the captain to lay a few traps out in the field. Ingrid and I have come across the ruined church before. I wish I could have seen them before the flood. The windows were used of art, I'm told.
Here amidst the ruins, we will find the Church of the First Light, and within the hollowed halls the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick.
Actually, I'm going to do one thing because I want to level this up.
At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites served not a man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenious and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many more such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood, with its inexorable tides, would drown nigh everyone, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from the frigant deluge was seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sins and sinners both. Hence came the name of Sin Eater. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet where there is light, there hath seems been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the forest, to the Raktikan Greatwoods. But there is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here.
Talk to Thancred first.
Despite the architecture, their architecture prowess, I can make neither heads or tails of anything in this place. You would think the remnants of a church would be more conspicuous.
Trying to get a better thing, Redquist. Where's the young lady? First? Oh, okay.
Would be more unusual, but mayhap the halls were built below ground.
So is Philia down here?
I want to talk to everyone before I advance the plot.
That's a grave. Ah, there she is.
It seems I've seen no sign of the church, but it must be around here somewhere. Nay, this is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the church I've seen till now has always bore scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the whole the ravages of time. Yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the lighthouse did wane, so rose reverence for the doll, and its followers did one. From placed of worship to be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but the worshippers of darkness, the night's blessed. who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Indeed. 'Twas beneath the shaded brow of Raktika Freywood that they finally found sanctuary. Both and many times did Ilmore make scrupulous overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Y'shtola is in her seclusion, doth labor to learn all she may of the blessed and their past. Is why he sent us here. I now see. The tablet in which he speaks not, no doubt, provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. Then, well then, we'd better hurry up and find it.
Talk to the people first. It's over here. I know where it is. Can anyone tell me where this infernal tablet even looks like?
Were the tablet a fragment of holy scripture, it would most assuredly rest here, on this altar. Yet, this would, I presume, also have been where the blessed placed the font of seeking used in the practice of their faith. With it then, that would they have seen the tablet.
I can barely see my hands in front of my face. If only the torch was a little brighter. Why did that kind of sound Scottish? God, the fairies have gotten to me.
And to zoom in. Let's see what happens if I zoom into you, Orianji.
Okay, that's what he said before. Zoom into you, thank you.
Can anybody tell me?
Alright, I don't need to zoom into them. Yeah, actually, just in case. Ish. Infinity. As you can barely see, that's what she said before. Infilia.
They have located a time-worn tablet. Within the altar, thou sayest? I certainly hope this is what we were looking for. How were you able to see it in the dark? And inside the altar of all places. The aught escaped thine eyes. 'Twould seem this is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious. These engravings predate the blessings, the Knights Blessed. If I am not mistaken, they are written in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka. Those capitals once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. 'Twould be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola only too well. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. Shall we go? Shall we not go? We have a delivery to make. Finger mentioned your stroller's passion for learning. I expect the tablet is just the sort of thing she likes. Not just a tablet. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knight's Blessing which I feel compelled to elucidate. And one must, as one might expect a dim light to be abhorrent. Everything it touches be foul. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint. Indeed, their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the blessed that one's own name must never be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases master their disciples. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Motoya. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name in the Knight's blessed presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the God who keepeth vigil at the great Fort Woods Bolton. I know I have no reason to, but I can't help feeling nervous about meeting Y'shtola. It would be good to see Y'shtola again. I pray thee heed mine explanation of blessed customs. 'Twould be ill advised to provoke their ire. Well met. Traveler, what business brings you here? Yes, of course. Right this way. Lucky.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
Of Ronka.
We have arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule! Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows?
Got a point there.
Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Right. Tancred has told me of the Asians and what they have done. If he isn't willing to help, it is wise to let him stay with us. Is it wise to let him stay with us? If he opens his mouth again, it would be too soon. What is it now? Do you expect me to regale you with friendly banter? Oh, very well, I will help you. I will humor you this time, this once. You may consider it my latest act of good faith. Come on, then. What do you wish to know? Well, what a curious question. What of flesh is but a vessel into which we Asians pour the elixir of our souls, holding it as fit the occasion. But if we so choose, be it for the years or a millennia, I prefer to retain the same form, until my duty is done. So, after arriving here in the first, I fashioned some hapless party into the man you see before you. So as your friends over there have so attested, these are those of us who forgo such alteration. It was ever the rash one, La Habrea, jumping from vessel to vessel, never hating the toll it took on him. 'Tis plain our Asian counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the White Warden remaineth, the Sin Eater shall be free to prey upon those lands without these. If aught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of Death Eaters did lay waste unto the large settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they know not how to go on, wayward souls, in want of guidance for a mercy. Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thrice shall we bend our step to Fort Gold.
I'm good, I'm not gonna fight you. See if I can find... Alrighty, it's somewhere over here. One more time. Ah, there it is. First aether current. Oh god. First aether current of the zone. I shall attune to it. Although I like believing that I'm sucking in the aether. We both know that how Urianger enjoys painting pictures with his words, but he does not exaggerate about this place. Urianger said they were rebuilding, but there's no one here. Well, where is these friends of yours? We've come to meet. Kupo?
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Now! Surround them!
These senators, they're not like the others.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
Kupo?
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so I retire to the shade. Good luck.
Good luck.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La Habrea.
You mean the one in your head? Or that was in your head?
Enough. Runar, report.
Master Matoya!
Ooh, Y'shtola.
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
I mean, I am the warrior of light and I have super light.
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company, the one I know not. There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though he is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by his most puissant hand.
Puissant. You're enjoying your words.
It cannot be.
This is kind of more sass. Nice to meet you, too. Master Matoya.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
There really isn't any Lalafels, like, around.
I didn't expect her to be so imposing in person. That ended a lot better than I might have. No thanks to Mitsook. That she imagined him a stranger. You're here? You have been busy since arriving in the First, I gather. But I would hear the tale of your travails in more suitable surround. With Fort Gorn yet to be rebuilt, the Knight's Blessed had made their home in the settlement at the northeast. I will await you at the entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate, and you will find me soon enough.
Where did we go? Compass. Ooh, that's very far north. Let me just get the
get the unlock here.
Ooh. More nuts. Oh, I need to find another beetle. Ooh, there you are. Hello there, Mr. Beetle. I need your carapace. Get more nuts. Can't break my shield. Four more nuts. I have 11 nuts.
There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the 12s, this force has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you to the home of the nice blessed.
She missed me. She definitely missed me.
Have you ever seen such a tree? To think those are only the roots. Well, finally a place to rest. To make their home here is and so swift, would surely have required no small amount of ingenuity. A most impressive feat. 'Twas though no not agree to it, thou wouldn't thou not agree?
Gather this is gonna get in my way. Over here. Wrong button. Right.
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
Well, I am turning into a light bomb, so...
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika. the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded.
Bunny
Ixmaya,
girls.
you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
I
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me.
Yeah, the old man. Young boy?
Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart too. I'm a scholar.
While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city?
Although, sure, why not?
Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
will see.
I must say, Stola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
He mad.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Pants. I wish I'd never.
Now, don't be so hard on yourself, young lady.
When Yashola first arrived in the First, she made swift work of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Her thirst yet unsated, she then journeyed hither seeking the wisdom of Ronka. She found little in the way of welcome from the Blessed, however. 'Twas not until the Great Fire, where she denied the senators a feast of Aether, that she gained their trust. Since then, I have served as liaison to its Slitherbow and the Crystarium, that she might be kept abreast of other efforts.
See if I can go talk to Thancred. Mr. Thancred, where'd you go?
In mending though. Mended.
Oh, I know what I want. I'm gonna give it to that, yeah.
I am not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I have not apologized for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. It heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can but imagine how Alice and Elfno had changed since arriving here in the first.
Change is a part of life. We can only hope it's change. It's change for the better.
You're right. And after my untoward remark to Thancred, know that he thinks I changed for the worst. I would have to speak with him later. Returning to the matter at hand, I'd rather much bring work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a little before Slitherbow. If there is anything you need, pray speak with a Runa at the plaza.
Look, I wish I had some time off here at first instead of just go ever since I arrived. God. No rest for the righteous. Where can you send me? Huh. Go there from there.
Oh, welcome, friend. Welcome. My apologies for, My apologies for our less than hospitable grooming earlier. Tell me, what is your name and where do you hail?
My name is...
From the Crystarium, I see. This tablet you brought may help us find the light one here in Raktika? Well, you're welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Come, let us show you around. Would it be alright if I joined you? Of course, of course. And everything for the guests of our dear Master Matoya. Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she? If not for her, we may have all perished in the great fire. With our priests slain and our homes in ruin, we were at the mercy of the senators. It was she who drove them back, and with her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. Before long, she became a central figure in our community, a great oak within those whose shadow may have come to find solace. That is not to say there were not those hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is the smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. I feel whole again, now that she is with us. And I have no doubt others feel the same. She is as much part of the Knight Blessed as any of us, and we are grateful for her for all she does in service to the dark. But you do not hear that from me, yes? Now you should know there is a certain custom we ask guests to adhere to, as long as they remain within Slitherbow.
To show reverence to the dark?
In word, yes, but fear not, it is not too involved. For us, let us begin with something simple. Follow me.
I will do what I can, and to decipher this tablet contents as quickly as I can. I fear it will require time, and we can ill afford. Even with Irianje's help. In my time here, I read through texts covered all manners of topics, including the Ronkan Empire, but there is surprisingly little pertaining to linguistics. I suspect there were little in the chaos that ensued at the time of the flood. If there were a word of description, such as terrible loss of knowledge, is one we will never know.
Liaison.
Involved?
Many creatures we know and do not know call the Great Woods home, though it has been since antiquity. Those that pose a threat to Slitherbow we deal with, using all the means at our disposal, and there is no greater means than knowledge.
I thought Master Matoya kept her room dark because she didn't need the light, but they're all like hers, aren't they?
Should you see any of our people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Raktika. We use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurities. A simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but it is one of our most important. When you two kneel for just a moment, and I will rid you of the light's impurity. Kneel!
As Runar lightly sprinkles you with water, your skin begins to tingle. And with that, you have been cleansed of the light's blighting touch. Blighting touch. How do you feel? Tingle. Not sure, to be honest. Not refreshed exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? Yes, there's a lot of sulfuric acid in it. They bless fire priests. They are practiced in Arcanons. As such, it is said that their prayers imbue the water with a faint dark energy. A prickling sensation? No one has said such. No one has spoken of such a reaction before. I wouldn't say it was unpleasant and sensation, but I too feel something strange. Oh, we do have the Traveler's Mark. I mean, light of blessing of light. The dark aspect of this water should have no discernible effect on us. By the gods, Master Matoyo was right. You are sin eaters. I just. What you feel was like no more than a chill of the water. Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourself with the people of Slitherbow. For that I will teach you a customary greeting. Olentuta is the language of Ranka. It is one of the several ways one may say good evening. The word is not as safe as it once was, but its greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. Is that a handshake or gesture we could know too? I would fear to offend anyone. You need not worry. Merely speaking the words Olentuta, and they will know you are friends of the Blessed. I will await your return here. Now go. They are like to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways. Now, I have a giant sword, radiating with interesting energy with black armor, but basically nothing but black armor. Yeah. Placent Elven. The elderly woman smiles warm. A newly came traveler, Olentuta, and welcome to Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. We are a quiet and tacturous people. Tacturn people. Silence and serenity are as the sunless sea. The quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the forest. Well, I'm gonna ride my loud motorcycle across here. No need to worry, young lady. Loud motorcycle. Oh, wrong room. Jumble all over your thing. Away with you! Olentuta, friend. Welcome, friend.
take it you will remain in these woods for some time, yes? Be wary of those woods. These woods, you will find poison in nearly everything you see. But fear not, our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Speak, ask, and it is yours. I hope your stroll around Slitherbow proved enlightening. Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There is still much I have to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. I can see now how they've built such a thriving community. You have returned very good. No doubt they are glad of your company. It has been too long since we have had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions or there is anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodging for your stay. As friends of Master Motoi, we cannot ask for payment, but if you would be willing to lend a hand, it would be my pleasure. We are fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simply enough. All I ask is you take a jug of water and to water the crops in the square. May I help too? Of course, one of you can be the filler and the other the watering. Speak with Espella when you have finished. She will be relieved to hear the crops have intended. Well, you take care of that. I will see to your room and warm meal. Right then, I'll fill you water.
Of course, you get the easier job, young lady.
The only jug I could find which was small enough to fit, but I fear the crack is in the bottom. We'll need to hurry to the garden before all the water leaks out. Behold the power of watering!
There's a blue quest over here. That's a Verteron.
Well, was that enough water for the pot? Only half, I see. Let me fill the jug for you.
Go, go, go! Go, 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 go. Like the wind! 18 seconds. The whole plot has been thoroughly watered.
Well met, traveler. I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you need of something? You watered the crops. Oh, my apologies for not noticing sooner. I had been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops was always Todd Dai's duty, but she is no longer with us. We have since taken to sharing the duty, though never a guest. You are most kind. Is there anything else we can do to help? We can water something plant something if you like. There is no need. God is small, it is true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. I don't know how you manage. As the Blades did not consider leaving, life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history, how our faith came to be? Yes, I believe so. Knights Blessed were initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. But being as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Raktikan Great Woods. I see you've read your history. But there is history that is told and one that is lived. Like as many in these times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything, their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none say that what became the souls of those lost to the flood when their bodies were reborn sinners. The people were always answered without hope, and their gods having drowned along with everything else, it seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized that where there is light, there will be darkness. And the truth they find faith, a brief that the soul of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies. The useless sea beyond, above. Useless sea, it's sunless sea. That is why we pray for the safe passage of wayward souls onto the blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, and we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the safe sound reason for our founders first chose them, and we may lead lives of simplicity with the shade of those trees as our constant reminder of our faith. With so many seeking paradise in the Omor, it's refreshing to find people who value a humble existence. You are kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish. So it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight. Go on living. not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. This we must do for them, all children and generations yet unborn, to keep their legacy alive.
God, I have magic coming off of me.
Done tending to the crops already? Very good. It would not be long before your room is ready. Bruna! In the woods, the Sin-Eaters. I fear they may have the touch. Where? In the grove to the southwest. And for mercy they've yet to wander any closer to Slitherbound. Then we have no need to engage. Inform the guards and what no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on. But sir, what of Toddine's heartstone? It may be retrieved before service. Of all the times for Sin-Eaters to appear, are you just going to leave them alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate to strike the beast down. But if they indeed have the touch, I would not risk them corrupting one of our own. What was that you said about a stone? A few days ago, Tadin, a child of the night, was slain by the Sin-Eater. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but on our haste we failed to retrieve our necklace. We've gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her heartstone. All of life's bliss had all given such a stone at birth. It is the most valuable possession one can now own. It is custom to present the heartstone of the deceased at their funeral as an offering to the heavens, but now What if I could find it for you? I have experience fighting Sin-Eaters in the light. Corruption does not touch me like it does others. Master Motoya call you Menfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Menfilia descendant of the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the Blessed. I understand how you feel, but I cannot stand by knowing that your people are in need and I can help. Please, let me do this. Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I will never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. I nearly forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do?
Don't worry, I'll come with you.
Thank you. With you at my side, I I am certain we can deal with them. It is no time at all. Go swiftly, and may the shadows keep you both.
Alright, let's go unlock the blue quest as well. Probably a stop soon, because I started late. I need to do other things.
You're a guest. You are the guest Master Matoya was telling us about. Please, you have to help me. I've searched high and low and I cannot find my friend Krenin anywhere. I fear he ran off to Fort Korg again. That's where we grew up, but it was abandoned years ago after the Sinitors attacked. The place is teeming with all manner of beasts now, and Master Matoya has expressly forbid anyone from setting foot there. I don't know what's got into him lately, but we have to find him before he gets hurt. If you could find him first, you'll need to keep him. Tell him a password. Tuck 2 is a skeptic, so skittish short. So I don't delay in telling him, so he knows you mean no harm. Behold the power of my motorcycle. I shall become a woodsman because that is how. It's the easiest way to avoid creatures.
Oh, the burb.
It's supposed to be around here somewhere, I think. There, the Sinitas. Ah, an angel. 2 angels. I was hoping there was only one. There's no way we can reach for the stone without dealing with them first. Perhaps we should split them up. Good idea. I will draw one away while you handle the other.
Now don't be reckless though. Well, from a dungeon boss. Bow, 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 bow.
From Calusia.
Wrong mount.
You're from Citadel. Verathon must have sent you then. I was fine until that damned beetle. It's only a scratch, but I'm starting to feel numb, and my vision grows cloudy. Worst of all, I dropped my only vial of serum somewhere. Is there in these damn woods? Could you find it for me?
Monkey time!
Gudrak, there you are. It's done, though I fear I was a bit careless. I'd be better next time, I promise. I'm fine. You needn't to worry about me. More importantly, we have to find the Heartstone. They say it was made of jade, yes? Right? I'll search over there in the brush.
Did you find it, Karin? Carrot? Ah, there it is. Oh, there's a bunch of pile leaves. No trace of the Heartstone. Let's do this as a fisherman. Huh? Oh. Damn you, game system. Seems no trace of the Heartstone is there. That's a no. Why not? I'm already near here. I'll go back quickly. So, after I'm done with my Dragoon, I'm gonna work on my Paladin. Because I'm trying to get my Paladin to 80 so I can have it set up for I'm not gonna say Elden for some reason. But for Endwalker. Paladin. Halloween. No, that's not it. Those two weren't it. Oh, okay, healing. Final green right range. So you came back after all.
There you are. Did you find it? Thank you. I should be fine now, after a bit of rest. What were you thinking coming back here? You could have been killed. I had to, for Brett, for my father.
Would be a nice story, but me, I'm good. I'm good. For now. Probably do it when I need to speak for something else.
Do you have any luck? The Jade Heartstone. It's beautiful. This has to be it? You know, Thancred always said you are a man of many talents, and I think I begin to understand what he meant. I have much to learn if I am to be half the hero you are. The hero she was. I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. We should hurry back to Slitherbow. Runar and the others are probably worried. To Slitherbow.
This is one of the ones I believe I can't teleport back for. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, I did not. Oh my god, I did that too. I've mocked so many people for not attuning, and I do it myself. Oh well. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were definitely made. First thing I'm gonna do is attune. Well, I'll do it then. Thancred, I can explain. Thank goodness you are safe. I am beginning to fear the worst. But by all the dark, you found it. We can proceed with her service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide us spirits onto the sunless sea and the hereafter. Even shall we be fallen by the Sin Eaters so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are in ensured peace in the dark. Word fails to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the Blessed. Must insist you and your friends attend when Todd dies. My service as honored guests. There is still much we can do to prepare, but please go and inform the others it will be held in the dark. When you arrive, there shall be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. Gudrak and I learned so much about the Dark Springs while you were away. And we helped them recover a lost heirloom out in the forest, I know. I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. The Sin Eaters, and as long as he accompanied you. But do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. How did you? Let's just say a little birdie told me. And it tells me now that Gudrak has business with us. Is there something the matter?
They've asked us to attend the service. Of course, we'll go. It's been held in the darker, is it? We'll take care not to be late, I promise. Between your earlier excursions and my patrols of the area, I've seen this. Hopefully, the Strom and Orianji will be able to finish their work in peace. It's a relief to know everything is going as planned. I'll join you in the darkest shortly.
Let's see what the old ball and chain is doing. It's almost 2 hours. I don't feel too bad about it. I was trying to get all the way to the bunny people, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. Which is in 10 minutes. For me. For me. For you. The old woman hands you a candle. She then points over to a nearby corner where you might place it. Place the candle. Ah, shit. Got two. These two, but I forgot to. Oh, God. Alright, lean on the wall while doing this.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
You know you can. Raktika.
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts. call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
Ooh. Ooh.
Why do people always have such lofty goals for me? Or opinions?
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
No, I don't deserve such reverence.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing.
Oh.
Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will?
It's a little ease.
Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact. Urianger and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
I've actually not seen any of the other chambers, though. Wanna be a... Anybody here I can talk to? Alright, let's leave this sacred place on a giant motorcycle. Alright, I gotta finish this quest, start the next one, and I'll be done for now. Oh, wrong door. Keep going to the wrong area. To your room! Hopefully, Yeshua has good news to share. A chance to reclaim the night, as Phil has lit a fire in Minfilia that I would see kindled. What do you suppose she's gleaned from the tablet? I have no doubt what thou wilt find the contents of the tablet most informative. Good. You're here. Thanks to the Exile's gift, our next course of action is now clear. Let me begin by first explaining the origins of the tablet. I initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First. Might much to my surprise, it dates back to the Rankin Empire and was likely written under the direction of the reigning ruler. It was a time of strife and
unceasing war with neighboring nations. With each passing day, they yearn more and more for more territory, yielding more and more territory to their enemies. Their desperate petition for aid was sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. And you think this ancient petition will somehow help us get into Exmaya?
Indeed we did. For etched onto the tablet is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkin Empire. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entrust the ruined protector to grant us safe passage. The problem, however, is that I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkin texts and translations into a more modern dialect which came into use under the fall of the Empire. I am confident it will suit our purpose. Where can we find this monument? Here in Citea, quite close to Slitherbow. The good news ends there. However, word is in the possession of a rather radical group of dark worshippers, the Children of Everlasting Dark. If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. I have no intentions of taking longer than absolutely necessary, but I will nevertheless require time to inscribe the text I need. To ensure that I will have enough, I am afraid I must ask you and Thancred to assist me. And before you ask, the answer is no. If we are to remain unseen, our group must be small as possible. Alright. I'll stay here until your turn. Must be, we won't be long. If anything shall happen, we're safe. Then let us convey outside. The west of Slitherbow, there the path diverges.
Alright. That is it for me for now. I will return later today. I'm gonna try streaming a lot earlier so I can get a lot more done. Because I want to get past Raktika, do the duty, get into the upper half of Almarang, and do that. I want to try to get 2 dungeons tomorrow. 2! Anyways, or not tomorrow, later today. It's the next day. Thank you for watching, and if you're watching the VOD, I stream almost every day. I start between 10 and 7, which is a bad thing. It's probably better ways I can do this, but Thank you for watching. If you can, like and subscribe, and have a good morning, evening, afternoon, and night. Thank you very much. And goodbye.